I'd like to invite the boys and girls to join me. All the way up so everybody can get in. We got lots of boys and girls this morning. That's great. Come on in. So, I have a question for all of you this morning. And my question is, who knows what the word jealous means?
I know.
What does it mean when you're jealous?
Like, if someone's really sad
Yeah.
and they want something that someone else has.
That's right. That's a very good definition. So jealous means that you're sad or maybe even a little angry because someone has something and you don't have that and you want one. So, for example, you could be jealous because somebody has a really nice bike, a lot better than your bike, and you're jealous because they have that bike. Or maybe somebody's friends with someone else and you're jealous because you want them to be your friend and not their friend. And I've got another example. Maybe sometimes, well, before I ask you that question, let me ask you this question. If you sat down at the dinner table, would you want this big piece of cake or this little piece of cake? You want the big, that's right. And if somebody else got this big piece of cake, you'd be jealous, wouldn't you? Because you'd want it. That's right. Well, when I was growing up, my brother and I, we always wanted the big piece of cake. And when my mother would give us our cake, you know what we would say? His piece is bigger. How come he gets a bigger piece? And we get jealous of each other because we thought each other had the bigger piece of cake. And so you know what my mother did to solve the problem? One of us had to cut the two pieces, and the other one got to choose first which one they wanted. But that didn't work either because neither my brother and I wanted to cut the cake. So jealousy, it can get us into all kinds of trouble. And it can make us sad, and it can also make us mad, and we can say things that aren't nice and maybe even do things that aren't nice because we get jealous. And there's a story about Jesus and his disciples that makes me think about what jealousy can do. And one day the disciples came to Jesus and they said, Jesus, there's a man over there and he's healing people. And he's doing it in your name. Make him stop. And Jesus said, no, I'm not going to do that because he's doing a good thing over there. And the reason why the disciples wanted Jesus to tell the man to stop is because they were jealous. Because he was able to heal this person and they couldn't do that. And they didn't like that. And so they got jealous. And that's the problem with jealousy, is it can make us say things that aren't nice and maybe even do things that aren't nice. And you know what else? When it comes to jealousy, we look at what we don't have and what we want instead of what we do have and what we can be thankful for. And when it comes to these two pieces of cake, I began to realize as I was growing up that it didn't really matter that one person had a piece of cake that was bigger than the other. What I began to realize is that there are some boys and girls in the world that don't have any cake, that don't even have any food. And so when you stop being jealous, it makes you a better person, and it makes you appreciate better what you do have. Let us pray. Dear God, we thank you for this day and for this very special place where we can come and know that you love us and that you care for each and every one of us. Help us to be thankful always for the blessings that we have and not be jealous for what we don't have. Amen. Thank you.